So you've just relocated to the United States of America on a K1 visa, and you've done your wedding within the stipulated time, which is 90 days, and your K1 visa has expired. You've adjusted your status within the stipulated time, and now you're waiting for your work permit or your green card, and you're in a new country with new systems that doesn't allow you to work or make any money until you get your green card or your work permit. The next question you're going to ask yourself is, what do I do with my life now that I cannot work or make any money? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I am Nancy Ogutu, and today I'll be speaking about some of the things you can do if you just located to the US on a K1 visa and you're waiting for your green card or your work permit. So now that you're here, let's get started, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow the channel, and if you're already subscribed, I really appreciate you. It really means a lot. So before we get started, I've been following on the journey of some of the most successful immigrants here in the US through Steven Ndoko YouTube channel. I don't know if that is the right pronunciation, but he's a Nigerian YouTuber, and he features some of the life of the most successful immigrants here in the US and Canada, and I think part of Europe. And I've been following the journey of some of the most successful immigrants here in the US, and if there's one thing I've noticed, most immigrants that get to achieve their American dream, or most immigrants that get to be so successful here in the US, are immigrants that relocated with other visas other than K1 visa or CR1 visa. And one of the many reasons why immigrants that relocate with K1 visa or spousal visa don't get to reach their full potential is because we have the privilege of living under our spouse's affidavit of support when we relocate. And in most cases, we locate and get stuck in our comfort zone long term because our spouses are providing, which is a good thing as compared to other visas. But being provided for by your partner can sometimes lead to abuse and control, which can affect your success and progress as a new immigrant. So if you just located to the US on a K1 visa, or you're waiting for your work permit or your green card, this period should not be a dead time. It is time to figure out how you want your life to look like long term, from career, income, lifestyle, and family. So the first point, start with small habits. Give yourself time to adjust physically, socially, and emotionally. Moving countries is a big change, and sometimes it can feel overwhelming at first. Take everything step by step. Allow yourself to live a day at a time. Allow yourself to be a beginner. Allow yourself to be the new immigrant. Allow yourself to be the new friend in the friend group. Allow yourself to be the newlyweds. Allow yourself to be the new couples. Allow yourself to be the new colleague if you start work. You're starting life afresh in a new country. You're already courageous by leaving your country and moving to a new country to start a new life. You're already courageous and you're making the great step. There are moments that you doubt yourself. There are moments that you'll be questioning if you make the right decision, and give yourself time. And if you're not already using ChatGPT, download ChatGPT. It should be your favorite friend in this journey. You have a lot of questions to ask and a lot of topics to do research about. And you can also watch videos like this of immigrants that were here before you. Do your research and follow in some of their journeys. Also, allow yourself to learn and relearn. Shift your mindset and create room for growth and change. Stay on top of immigration. So you've just located to the US, you've had your wedding and adjusted your status. Don't ignore the immigration process. Track your USCIS case online. So when you adjust your status, the USCIS will send you a link where you can create your online account with the USCIS. Through that online account, you'll be able to follow up on all the notifications. When they send you all the receipts, make sure you keep all the receipts and letters from the USCIS. You'll need them for your green card interview. Being organized now will help you from delays later when you're going for your green card interview. And in case there's any changes, they'll let you know through your USCIS account. So you make sure you check your USCIS account at least once or twice a month so you stay up to date. You also need to explore legal alternatives. So relocating to the US on a K1 visa means that you cannot work or you cannot earn any money until you get your work permit or your green card, but you can always explore legal alternatives. You can always explore legal alternatives by checking the immigration rules before you do anything. You don't want to break any immigration rules. When I say check legal alternatives, I mean check some of the things you can do legally in your state without breaking any immigration rule or without breaking the state of your visa. like voluntary. You can go into voluntary. You're allowed to volunteer in a non-profit making organization. So once you download ChatGPT, it will be so helpful. Go to ChatGPT and search some of the non-profit making organization in your state or close to you. You can prompt ChatGPT to give you some of the non-profit making organizations near you, depending on some of the field you like to work on, like medical field. If you like to work with the government, if you want to work with charity organization, any organization that spike your interest, you can prompt ChatGPT and the ChatGPT will give you some of the organizations that are near you. It will give you some of the details, their telephone numbers, their emails, so you can reach out to them. So you can reach out to any organization that you'd like to work with through email, or you can call them directly and confirm if they have vacancies or if they are taking volunteers. And through voluntary, you can meet some friends, you can create some network of people that will help you get your first job. You can meet some friends, you can have a community. So it's a good way to have a community. It's a good way to have to create friendship. It's a good way to network with other people. It's a good way to familiarize with the American work environment. So I think voluntary will be a good place to start. Some states will allow you to go to school even without green card or work permit. So you can do your research according to the state that you are and figure out if you can go to school even without your green card or your work permit. So if you want to study in most of the states, you need to go to the DMV. Go to the DMV and get your how do we call it? Get your state ID. So after you get your state ID, you can go to the relevant institution and get your social security in your state. So after you get your social security will open so many doors for you. So there's some states that will allow you to go to school if you have your social security. So the moment you locate, figure out how you can get your social security and your state ID, they will open so many doors for you. So after you get your social security, figure out if any school that you can go to that you are interested in, because we have some states, the state that I am in don't allow you to go to school without your green card. So some of the states allow immigrants to go to school even without their green card. So do your research and find out if your state allows you to go to school. You can also use this time to learn a skill. So if you are watching this video and you've not relocated to the US still, let me say you are looking forward to relocating to the US on a K1 visa. So if you're watching this video and you're still in your country, you've not relocated to the US still, and you have all the time, please learn a skill in your country that you can monetize before you relocate. Do yourself a favor and learn a skill that you can monetize when you relocate to the US almost immediately. As someone that relocated to the US with no skill, it is such a struggle to figure out what to do. It is such a struggle to learn skills from scratch. It is such a struggle to figure out what you want to do in your career and what you want to do to make money. So if you are still in your country where learning a skill is so easy and paying someone to teach you a skill is cheap, do yourself a favor and learn a skill before you relocate to the US. But if you have relocated to the US on a K1 visa and you have all this time and you're waiting for your green card or your work permit, and you have all this time during this period that you're waiting for your work permit, learn a skill. So when I relocated to the US, I wanted to really learn how to make my hair, because I relocated and I didn't know how to make my hair. So I had to learn how to make my hair, because who is going to pay somebody $200 to make their hair? So I had to learn how to make my hair. So this is what I did. I went to Amazon and bought all the equipment that I needed to learn how to make hair. So every day when I wake up and I had all the time in my hands, I used to create some time and learn how to braid on YouTube. I used to go to YouTube and watch all the videos that could help me with braiding. I learned how to braid cornrows. I learned how to take care of my natural hair. I learned how to braid. So at some point in time, I realized, oh, I'm good at this. I can actually do this. So I used to do it on my hair and it was so good. So I started posting on TikTok how I cornrow my hair, how I braid my hair, how I crochet my hair. So at some point, I figured out, let me try and turn this into a business and try if I can make money with it. So at that point in time, I didn't have my work permit and I didn't have my green card. So I used to advertise to immigrants or anybody around me that could need my services. I never used to have a specific price because my visa did not allow me to charge my services. So this is what I did. I used to take a tip of $50 for my services. So immigrants could come in, not immigrants per se, but most of my clients were immigrants, but immigrants could come in and other people that needed my services. And I used to take $50 for all my services, for braiding, for helping with parting, and etc. etc. So you can always let me say you can always start a business, but you can take a tip while you perfect your skill. So yeah, something like that. But it helped me grow and to figure out what exactly I wanted to do on the side as a business. And as an immigrant, you always have to have a business idea. We are not just here to work and slave our life away. You always have to come up with business ideas. You always have to learn as many skills as you can. This is the US. You can actually monetize anything. So figure out what you want to do. Learn a skill. Learn how to drive. Learn how to braid hair. Learn how to cut hair. Any skill that you can monetize in the beginning. Be open to learn every skill at any point, as long as they can make you money and as long as they can bring you a little bit of income on the side. If you can do yourself a favor and learn a skill, you'll be good to go. So also during this time, you can take a course. There's a lot of courses online that you can take. There's a lot of digital and technical courses you can take online. So when I relocated and I had interest in braiding, I did the braiding part, and when I was so good at it, I had to figure out other things that I was interested in. So when I relocated, I started to share my journey on TikTok and I got a little bit of followers. I developed interest on social media, so I started posting on TikTok and sharing my journey on TikTok. And then I had an idea to start a YouTube channel, and I didn't know much about editing. I didn't know much about posting on TikTok, posting on YouTube. I didn't know much about creating content. So I decided to take a course on social media management and some part of social media marketing. So I went to Coursera. There's a lot of other platforms apart from Coursera that provide online courses. You can also go to YouTube and learn for free if you're not willing to take a course. There's a bunch of courses out there that you can take and monetize in the US, like social media management, data analysis, digital marketing. There's a lot of courses that you can take during this time that can help you in the near future. So take your time and figure out what you are interested in and what you want to learn. Get some of these courses from all these platforms. Information is available everywhere now. Get some of these courses and study some of these courses. You can figure out how to monetize them in the future. I decide to monetize my social media management skill that I learned. I'll also share my journey and how I got clients. You can learn some of these courses, prompt clients, create accounts on LinkedIn and prompt clients, find your own clients and work for them privately. Let me say, when you get your work permit and when you get your green card and you're going to your 9 to 5s, you can always monetize some of these courses on the side. Like, let me say, if you learn something like social media management, you can always get your private clients and monetize them on the side. So some of these courses can also bring you a little bit of income as you grow and as you figure out life as an immigrant in the US. You can also learn how to speak English. So most immigrants are not fluent in English. Even when you come from an English speaking country like Kenya, where I come from, I had to learn how to be fluent in English. There's a difference between speaking and communicating. When I relocated, I realized that my English was not that good. I had an accent, which is not a problem, but I had a problem actually communicating in English because English is not my first language. Most immigrants have a problem speaking fluent English, mostly when you come from countries that don't speak English at all. So every day, for the first 1 month, every day I used to take a book like this and read word by word. I used to read loudly. Take a book like this every day, read loudly, learn how to be fluent, learn how to pronounce certain words. I still struggle with pronunciation. I also still struggle with fluency. I've got better at it with time, and I really appreciate myself for taking the initiative to actually learn English like a beginner. Being in an English speaking country like the US, not being able to communicate in English can affect you in the job market. So at least take some time to learn how to speak fluent English. So you can also take this time to prepare yourself for the job market. Learn how to write your resume, practice some interviews, learn how to speak fluent English. Just like I said, research some of the companies you'd like to work with, research some of the fields you'd like to work with, so that when your work permit or your green card arrives, you'll at least have an idea of which fields or companies you want to work with. You should also start networking early. You can create a LinkedIn account and start networking with other people in the fields that you'd love to work in. You can also join social media like TikTok and network with other immigrants and follow in their journey. You can always join TikTok lives of other immigrants that relocated with the same visa as yourself and follow in their journey and ask them questions so you don't have to struggle. You can also attend community events. There's always community events in your state or nearby that you can attend. There's always African events, there's always Kenyan events, there's always Asian events. You can always go to some of these events and network with other immigrants. You can join the gym. Something like buying the gym membership can give you access to other people that are in the same journey as yourself. You can also get to network with other people that were born here. You can also take some time to travel. As much as most people don't have a lot of time to travel, you can always take some time with your partner whenever they're free. Go to the nearest city, go to the nearest state, go for a staycation. As someone that loves traveling, I could highly recommend traveling. Go to other states and see what life is like in those other states. Go to big cities and see what life is like in the cities. Go for a staycation. You may meet other people and network with other people with the same interest as you are. When I relocated to the US, we used to travel at least once a month to the nearest state. In some cases, we used to drive to the nearest state. We've traveled almost to 9 states right now. We visited big cities like Miami and Vegas, and I have a lot to say about those cities. It is a way to like start conversation with other people. So when you're somewhere with a group of people that you don't know, it is always a way to have an opinion about another state, another city. When people are talking about Miami, I have something to say. When people are talking about Vegas, I'll have something to say. So it's a good way to network with other people and have topics to speak about when you meet strangers with the same interest. So also, getting information about other states is good for you as an immigrant. Maybe if you get to a point where you want to change state or move somewhere different for work, you can always have an idea of what other states look like. So whenever you have some time, take some time to travel. You can travel within the US even without your green card or your work permit. Get some time to travel. It's a good way to learn and see other states. Finally, take care of your mental health. Visa process can really be stressful. Waiting is stressful. Visa process can really test your patience. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your physical health. Speak to your friends, call your family, stay active, and give yourself a lot of grace during this transition. So if you're in your waiting season right now, remember this is not a wasted time. It is a preparation time. You are not stuck, you are building. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and comment below on your immigration journey. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. See you on the next video. Bye bye.